The story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Long ago, there lived a king and a queen. They had a beautiful princess. Her skin was as white as snow, and her lips were as red as rose. Therefore, the couple named her Snow White. Snow White was not only beautiful, she was kind and gentle as well. Snow White spent her days playing with the animals in the forest near the castle where she lived. Alas, one unfortunate day, the queen died, leaving behind the Snow White alone. After a few years, the king remarried. The new queen was beautiful but cruel and wicked. Snow White was frightened to the unfriendly nature of her stepmother. The wicked queen has a magic mirror to admire her beauty. Each morning she would ask to her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?" And each time the magic mirror told her, "You, my queen, you are the fairest of all." The wicked queen was very happy with the answer. She knew that the magic mirror was always truthful. Snow White grew more and more beautiful with each passing day. One day, the wicked queen stood in front of the magic mirror and asked her usual question. To her surprise, the magic mirror answered differently. "Oh, queen, though beautiful you are, but Snow White is the fairest in all the land." The wicked queen was so angry that she decided to get rid of Snow White. In a rage, she thought of a plan to kill Snow White. She called her huntsman, ordered him to take Snow White into the forest and kill her. The huntsman could not bear to kill such a lovely girl. He told her to run away as far as she could so that the wicked queen never find out that she was still alive. After saying goodbye to huntsman, Snow White began to run. On and on she ran through the forest until as night fell, she lay down and slept under a tree. The friendly animals of the forest watched over the young girl. The next morning, awakened by the chirping of the birds, Snow White noticed a tiny cottage not far away. She knocked at the door. There was no answer. She went inside. "Is anyone there?" She called out, but no one answered, and she saw a little table, 7 little bowls food, and was so hungry that she ate all the food. Now she felt tired. There were also 7 tiny beds. She lay down across the 3 of them and fell asleep. Meanwhile, the 7 dwarfs were marching towards the cottage after a hard day's work in gold mine. The dwarfs saw that their dinner had been eaten. "Look at this," said one of the dwarfs, on discovering Snow White asleep across 3 of the beds. They all sat near Snow White. They were filled with a pity to see a sweet girl lost in the forest. They let Snow White stay with them. Snow White cooked food for them and kept the cottage clean and tidy. Snow White quickly settled in her new home, and the dwarfs were very happy to have her with them. They danced and sang, and even the animals joined in. Far away, the cruel, wicked queen asked her magic mirror and discovered that Snow White was still alive. She flew into a rage and decided that she kill herself. The wicked queen disguised as an old woman. She carried a bucket full of ribbons which had an evil spell on it and reached at Snow White's cottage. "Come out and let me tie it for you," she cried to Snow White. As soon as old woman tied her hair with the ribbon, Snow White fell down on the ground and went in deep sleep. Luckily, the 7 dwarfs come home early and saved her life by cutting the ribbon. The dwarfs advised her to be more cautious and not to talk to any stranger the next time.